Okay, we keep on the justice parties. Forgive me for this and the wide environment on board the microphone. And I owned to Israel and the US John Saunders, Your Honor of ISIS, International, what am I saying? A Supreme Court of Justice examination, Supreme Court of Justice court in the US with International Criminal Court and Israel Supreme Court of Justice. They are making this. There were new denounces against my person, but SODOMA made in a very built machinery of witches, evangelics, and all the generates to help in scoring. They says, I guess them and take them ideas away, and I draw and write and do anything as them ideas. They says, I guess them. Well, they were all the night with the put his mind and his thought and his feeling in me, so I say what it's better to say. The every night and every day expecting bad guessing with the witches and the generates and evangelics is going next to do this because of also the churches are going to ask him. But Hitler's all the time says the machinery of the generation pedophilics, junkies, psychopaths, murderers, and so obsessed, so damn hell shit. Psychiatrists' titles of Forensics Corps Argentina, Justice Supposed of Argentina, and Government of the City of Buenos Aires. About they says, I the liar in everything I say, everything is the liars, but nothing else but the liars. So suddenly, ain't nothing unholy on me, and there came from US, from France, from Canada, also from the Middle East, all as Emirates, as Arab, as Iran, Tehran, as from the same Afghanistan, Kuwait, from the industry, also Turkey, and everything as Middle East has. But Israel, which never came no one except for the BMT, which Israel doesn't want no more Indian country and nowhere. And also from Latin America all to making the business on saying nothing you need from this one, we are all you need to taking positions in places above the whole of the states, starting the invasion and the less humanity of KIRSCHNERS-OFFICIALISM-BABYLON, officialism Argentina, to taking positions in government projection about the states complete and worldwide. Telling that they makes me say and I guess them ideas and I do what they has ideas, I guess them a crime against the state, the nation, the whole of the world. Cheating people and saying manipulated liar makes what we do and nothing else. Made in the corporation of witches which I came on denouncing KIRSCHNER-OFFICIALISM-BABYLON, SODOMA Argentina, Armada Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas permanently with the generates and psychiatrist titles of them, telling that they are the government of the world and everything is going to be about their commands. Enterprises for the making what they are doing today and what they were permanently doing on me for the 11 years until now. Telling this I'm going to show this requestment of Your Honor, John Saunders, Supreme Examination Court of Justice, U.S., and Supreme Court of Justice, Samuel Bintik, Israel, and also ICC, Edgar Danka, of the New York Code, RDM 12, for the G20 and the world state. Suddenly, the reality of telling for the damn denounces, while this machinery of the generates in Sodoma is of its hell, sorry the words again, to making around my person saying that ain't nothing they will need on me, and also to making the trade up on my person. Only the selected ones will have the cocktail of its DNA, which we possess, and no one is going to take away from us its body. We are going to be the owners of the whole, and the stars of the world, and the gods. That's it. But everything is the liars for the market of Christina Kirchner, for the worldwide to be synced in the reality of misinform, misappropriate, manipulate, misnews, and any other mess. And for control, we keep on. Everything is going to be like we to say, and anyone to be up, looking above us, hotels, schlach, suppress and kill. everything's okay, we connect, right? So well, this is what I just done. Forgive me my types. I am not making my calligraph exercising for long ago. I have technician titles. I studied on this and I designed for my entire life since my teenagers, which I always were around making something which the flies of shit and the crabs of the darkest ever abomination between underbelly of Lucifer this are making permanently about my person and trying I to be of them and never existed since my teenagers until today. Nothing of this ever happened and wouldn't. So suddenly I were drawing so ever and so ever had so designing on my own. This is like I always say, not the best, not the ever wonderful. I am not stealing from nobody and they are seeking from Renault because of they give me his eyes so I can see what he sees. So I can tell what's better to see and tell, sorry. So everything's going to be like we say, of course. And you have no idea how sickle shit they are because of they are making all of the uses as I were denouncing permanently for the degenerations that they go for. So suddenly I just ended this with a very video which is already with this all complete that I'm giving you now that you are going to have over https www.United Nations Coalition NG20 all followed Justice Bodies April 8, 2014 AMBR versus Officialism Kirschners and Ejército Armada Fuerzas Armadas Argentina. Point INT. This is the right thing over this thing and the reality that they has everything recording until this satellitely with a very special way to link in my device, my laptop Acer, and the line. So this is it, and I'm going to take pictures with my cell phone like I always do. And this is kind of a very still missing some projection on the right on the drawing and model, but still is a designing integrated door with a window is all a piece, and the side same panel to be on polymer crystal or glass or simply windows, right? So this is not the best, but this is not the worst neither, but something to make some good around the world. Argentina, Israel and US can make anything that they think about this. So I'm going to take the picture that they are going to still saying with a plot DMT over graphite printing, just saying we drawed it first and he's calling us the picture. Are a machinery of legions of hell, are demons all over one's head, Kappa, Vladimir, bones, flesh and blood, and all that it says with the government of things, just image appropriated. So here you see my which were a birthday gift from my mother with Nativa Nacion MasterCard and were very money that I just asked to my sisters and my family instead they to buying anything to giving me the money that I was saving for a new cell phone and Android, and my mother said I give you myself. So suddenly this is what we got. See the camera? It's me talking right in the phone, right? Well, taking the picture. Taking the picture. Just a couple of, like I always do. I can suddenly putting in the Google Plus from here if Claro doesn't block me out with Sodoma, Argentina. Something like because of there the problem is not actually currency and Grogamia, Claro. but the parasites Kirschners all over them enterprise, like goes to the whole services, to stealing and making the degeneration, saying everything belongs to us and we're going to say what it is and what is not, and what belongs to whom, and who is who, and what is what, and we command, and anybody says no, we're going to Sodoma pleasures of the delicious piacere of the beast. Argentina, the generation of always. So the reality of this, forgive me please. Again. 1, 2, coughing. Oh my god, no, I'm mistaken. Coming again. Sorry. This will be share. My mistake, I said copy. I have not a copy. Will ever posting if, again, this degenerates, doesn't blocks me out with Claro, Argentina, CFK-ANIBAL. The cooperators of, oh, I am the president in command and we know what we suffer, Argentina. Do not go back to the past. Please cooperate me. We gotta doing something for the patriot and Democrats. Piece of shit. Not that piece of shit. And G20. HTTPS. Putting another link. Todos los degenerados, sorry, of de toda característica de pudrición de Babilonia y Sodoma en Argentina. 666. F2, F2, O as recall. Last key in my accounts. And there you have it. We done first. Oh yes, we did first already done to it. Taking the pictures we did. See? Done what we say. Put him in jail. Last BLYTT. ICC, New York. Alejandro, Mario Blanco. REDEMI. 04 08 14 1059 CABA-ARGENTINA are capable to say, oh, there is a problem. A problem has a core. You have nothing like to making, if there can be possibly seen. Oh, there you are. Coming up. There you have the two pictures I am trying to post. Let's see, Claro, Argentina. Do you help them saying, stolen them and we know it always done? Always! That's the reason why we blocked and it cannot, and also pretends this to be free. Get back the $21,000 I see giving you for you to keep my services right. But no, I'm sorry, already were made in by justice and you are going to pay for the damages of nationality. Kirschner's shed inside whole services Argentina owners. Well, you got it already in the Google Plus of mine. From my Android. And now, I'm sending this video. Shut up. This is, again, April 8th, 2014. I'm sorry, my excess on the misbrother words still over my besmirched, trampled, corrupt existence, which I will not destroy and kill for what they've done to my people and every one of us, but for justice, not like a murderer. I'm going to make my job. Justice is justice, and nobody answered from Russia. And the reality is, in my address, 1101, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Alejandro.